Thank you for joining us this Thursday afternoon. I'm Mackailyn Johnson, and here are the top stories we're following for you now at noon. After a school shooting threat in Atkins yesterday, a student is now in custody for making those threats. We'll take a look at the school's response. Plus, day 3 of trying to elect a new Speaker of the House. We'll go to Capitol Hill for the historic impasse, grinding Congress to a halt. And dramatic improvements in the health of Bill safety Demar Hamlin. Later, an update on his health and a look into claims about what might have caused the injury. But first, meteorologist Scott Covert is here with us. Scott, really no complaints for how things are feeling out there? What can we expect?
No complaints at all. Much like yesterday, we are enjoying a sky. It's full of sunshine, beautiful blue skies across the natural state. Temperature-wise, a bit on the cool side, but really actually a little bit above average for this time of year. Temperatures around the state look like this. We're up to 57 in the capital city, 56 currently in Pine Bluff, 54 the temperature in Russellville. We'll see temperatures hovering right in those mid to upper 50s today. It could get a bit breezy at times. Winds will be out of the west, 5 to 15 miles per hour. Occasional gust, perhaps as high as 20. Those winds, they're going to be with us until this evening. They'll eventually start to taper off. We're dry tomorrow. And then we have some weekend rain chances to talk about. Doesn't appear to be a washout, but I do want to give you a heads up just in case you've got weekend plans. We'll take a look at that as well as what appears to be a pretty mild week next week. Those details coming right up.
Scott, thank you. One person is dead in Pine Bluff's first homicide of 2023. Sadly, it ends the longest streak without a homicide in Pine Bluff history at 4 months. We just reported on that milestone yesterday morning. This is the first killing since September of last year. Here's what we know. Officers responded overnight to find a man shot to death at the Regency Arms apartments on West 31st Avenue. They have the victim's name, but they're waiting to release it until the family is notified. But police don't know who did it. They're asking for tips. A student accused of making threats of a shooting at Atkins High School is now in custody. We first reported yesterday morning that school administrators found the threat written in the boys' bathroom on Tuesday afternoon. Families were given the option to keep their students home yesterday, and out of the nearly 340 students enrolled at the high school, only about 15 actually showed up. The superintendent says things will look normal when students return today, with one exception.
And we will still have a police presence, increased police presence on campuses, just to give them a little more peace of mind, and that's what we want. But we're ready to start again.
The case has been turned over to the prosecuting attorney, who will decide if charges are filed. In a THV 11 update, Searcy police are looking for a man for questioning in back-to-back shootings at 2 apartments. It was breaking news Wednesday morning on Wake Up Central, along with a separate deadly shooting at a Searcy McDonald's. Searcy police released this picture of 26-year-old Aaron Warren. They say he's not currently a suspect, but is wanted for questioning about the apartment shootings. Residents at Dogwood Manor apartment showed them bullet holes in windows, and where one shattered the back window in a car. Luckily, no one was hurt. A similar situation at the Ridge Apartments. Police Chief Steve Hernandez says one major clue leads them to think they're connected.
Both apartment complexes, eyewitnesses said that a small white passenger car had left the scene as soon as the shooting was done, which is why we're saying that those two are related.
Police believe the shooting at the McDonald's on East Race Street is unrelated to the others. The chief says 2 men in an argument died in a shootout with each other. No one else was hurt. The man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students near campus is now in a county jail in Idaho. He was handed over to local authorities there after a flight from Pennsylvania. He was quickly escorted to the Latah County Jail in Moscow, Idaho. There he was booked, facing 4 counts of first-degree murder. The probable cause warrant and affidavit for his arrest were just released to the public around an hour ago. The public defender for his extradition case described him to 48 hours as calm and intelligent.
He's an ordinary man to me. I see no distinct characteristics. He's easy to talk to. He's aware of the situation. He's very calm.
Koberger is expected in court as early as this afternoon, but no official word yet. At his initial appearance, he'll just hear the charges against him and won't be entering a plea. Kevin McCarthy met with holdout Republicans, offering them incentives to vote for him to be Speaker of the House, including plum committee assignments, even offering to change the rules so that it only takes one member of Congress to file a motion to vacate the House Speaker seat. Despite the concessions, it's likely that the battle over who will lead the lower chamber could go on for quite a while. Deborah Alfarone has more details from Capitol Hill.
The House goes into day 3 of voting for House Speaker with no end in sight.
A speaker has not been elected.
House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy has met with some of the holdout Republicans, offering them deals to win their support.
Do you have a deal with those guys right now? Not yet, but a lot of progress.
But McCarthy needs to persuade about 15 of the 20 Republicans who voted for someone else to change their minds. And some of those holdouts say no amount of wheeling and dealing will get them to switch their vote.
I'm ready to vote all night, all week, all month, and never for that person.
Democrats question how Republican lawmakers can govern in the House if they can't even decide who will lead the House.
It's my hope that today the House Republicans will stop the bickering, stop the backbiting, and stop the backstabbing of each other so we can have the back of the American people.
Nothing else can happen in the House until a speaker is elected, including swearing in new members of Congress. As a result, they may have difficulty providing assistance to their constituents who might need help with Social Security checks, passports, or veterans benefits. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The holdup in the House means Republicans are also not able to begin committee work, including planned investigations into President Biden's border policies. Here at home, it's the final few hours for a popular spot in Little Rock for generations. Today, the Regal Breckenridge movie theater is closing permanently. The final day comes after the theater's owner, Cineworld, filed bankruptcy last year, asking a judge for permission to close Breckenridge Regal and the theater at McCain Mall in North Little Rock. While it's the theater's final day in Breckenridge, we're still waiting on the ruling on the McCain Mall location. The theater opened in 1976 as UA Cinema City 4. There are also more job losses ahead for the tech industry. Amazon says it will cut more than 18,000 jobs this year, a big increase over last year's initial announcement that around 10,000 employees would be laid off. It comes as cloud computing software company Salesforce says it will cut over 7,000 from its workforce. Salesforce will also be closing some offices, according to a regulatory filing on Wednesday. And regulators in Ireland have slapped Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, with 2 fines totaling over $400 million for online privacy violations. The company is also banned from forcing European users to agree to personalize ads based on their online activity. In a statement, Meta said it is disappointed by the decisions and intends to appeal the rulings and fines. We are learning some optimistic updates in the condition of Buffalo Bills player Demar Hamlin. Hamlin's agent telling the Associated Press that he was awake and has been able to grip the hands of family members at his hospital bedside. Now, the shock of Demar Hamlin's sudden collapse Monday still noticeable across the NFL.
When we suit up, we know we can risk injury, but we're never thinking life and death.
It's been tough to sleep the past couple of nights.
He's like family to me, and guys around the league are all checking in on each other, making sure everyone's okay.
That hit happens on every play of every single game, and so that's the scary part about it.
The Buffalo Bills released an update on Hamlin's status from his doctors this morning, noting that he's shown remarkable improvements over the last 24 hours, adding that while he remains critically ill, he has, quote, demonstrated that he appears to be neurologically intact. And with Demar Hamlin's injury, rumors started circulating that the COVID vaccine had an impact on his heart. After the break, we verify if the vaccine has any influence on athletes' deaths. Scott?
An absolutely stunning morning thus far. Temperatures have warmed up a bit. It's a bit on the cool side, but look at all of that blue sunshine. It's going to be a nice rest of the afternoon. We'll take a look at that day planner, what the rest of the week has in store. But as we head into the weekend, we do have some rain chances to talk about. I'll time it all out for you coming up when THV 11 News at noon returns.